Still to come today. Right now, Local 10 News at 5 o'clock. Hillary Clinton concedes the 2016 presidential election to Donald Trump, telling supporters it is painful and will be for a long time.
We are hearing from Republican members of Congress, many of whom clashed with Trump during the race, about how they're going to work with President-elect Trump.
Protests over the results of the election are still going on today. Hundreds of students walking out of class in anger today in California.
And in the middle of this Republican blowout, Florida voters overwhelmingly approved medical marijuana, but it's not legal just yet. We'll tell you the next steps.
Live, the one and only Local 10 News.
To all the little girls who are watching this, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your own dreams.
Hillary Clinton finally conceding the race for the White House today, telling her supporters not to give up. President Obama also spoke today about the need for the U.S. to demonstrate the best of democracy.
We are now all rooting for his success in uniting and leading the country. The peaceful transition of power is one of the hallmarks of our democracy. And over the next few months, we are going to show that to the world.
President Obama reiterating both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump's calls for unity, something Trump did in his acceptance speech late last night.
For those who have chosen not to support me in the past, of which there were a few people, I'm reaching out to you for your guidance and your help so that we can work together and unify our great country.
What a mighty turn of events. There are so many still stunned today about the presidential election results from last night, and we have live team coverage for you today with Local 10's Amy Viteri in New York City with more on Clinton's concession.
And we begin with the latest on the president-elect Donald Trump. Our own Glenna Milberg right there in the Big Apple. Glenna, you have to describe for us those moments in the wee hours of the morning. Were you right there?
Right there, Lori, and it was pretty extraordinary on a lot of levels. Extraordinary today, too, on the streets here. We have seen some amazing encounters between Trump supporters and still protesters who are angry and fearful for their own issues. And today we saw that a lot of people involved are starting to work right now to heal that.
It is time for us to come together as one united people.
A new message last night and tweeted today by Donald Trump. To a jubilant crowd in red Make America Great Again caps, the president-elect gave a gracious and positive acceptance speech.
I've just received a call from Secretary Clinton. She congratulated us, it's about us, on our victory, and I congratulated her.
Donald Trump stunned the establishment, the press, the pollsters, global governments, and conventional wisdom. The real estate mogul turned reality TV star with no political experience swept Republican-leaning states and big battlegrounds.
Don't pay attention to each other. Don't pay attention to the politicians. Don't pay attention to the elites. Pay attention to the people. This is a victory by the people.
I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans.
President-elect Trump will meet with President Obama tomorrow at the president's invitation in Washington, D.C.
I hope that he maintains that spirit throughout this transition.
Both the president and the president-elect have said they want to work for the peaceful transition of power that is supposed to happen in this country. I'm Glenna Milberg on the very busy streets of New York City. Local 10 News.
Okay, it is busy out there. Thanks a lot, Glenna.
And our live team coverage continues now with the latest on Hillary Clinton and her reaction to her late-night defeat.
Local 10's Amy Viteri live now in New York City, across town, as they say there, with Clinton's day after. Amy.
Well, Calvin, we saw some very emotional Hillary Clinton supporters today, so many of them still stunned at what happened in this election. And despite things looking bleak at her election party last night, which lasted into the early morning hours, Clinton opted to hold off and instead concede today when she told supporters that being their candidate was one of the greatest honors of her life. Cheers of support for Hillary Clinton Wednesday morning as she walked hand in hand with husband Bill to deliver the most difficult speech of her long career.
This loss hurts. but please never stop believing that fighting for what's right is worth it.
Clinton had a message for women, particularly young girls, who were hoping her candidacy would shatter, not just crack, the glass ceiling she often referenced.
I want you to know that nothing has made me prouder than to be your champion.
Why can't people accept a strong, educated, spirited, aggressive, experienced woman? What are they afraid of?
Embattled Clinton aide Huma Abedin getting support from the crowd as she watched from the front row after her estranged husband Anthony Weiner's computer launched yet another FBI investigation into Clinton's use of a private server, which once again ended with no charges. Supporters outside the hotel struggled for a glimpse of Clinton after the speech, disappointed but trying to remain positive.
Being angry is going to do no one any good, so we all have to get together and keep it going.
And to break things down in Florida, Donald Trump ended up getting the majority of the state's independent male vote, and he also led heavily with older white men in Florida. All of this just a stunning example of how far off polling and predictions can be. We're live in New York City tonight. Amy Viteri, Local 10 News.